And we got ourselves Team Blue with Limpans with Mummy Kazar? Mummy. We got Oleg in here, Zucotti coming back as an Unholy Death Knight, and Zar. I just call you Zar versus Team Red with Carrie. We got Fluffy in the back. We got Raven on Spider. We got Rimuru going up first by the looks of it, and we got Jay and Zar Rimuru versus Mummy. Is that what I call it? I guess we could call him Mummy. Oh, Marksman Hunter. Trying to get a name shot rolling. Actually getting caught out by Rimuru a little bit early into a freezing trap off the bat. He got himself some nice glow sticks, some maces. Mummy looking to get a big old aim shot onto Rimuru. Is going to get him into a root. Rimuru actually cannot escape. It does roll Dragon's Breath. That's going to be a big old rapid fire onto Rimuru. He does have himself the Underrod Trinket though. That's going to be a big old leap, and Mummy is going to try to bail out of the next charge. Is going to put him in a bad spot. Aim shots are still coming out into a scatter shot onto Rimuru. Aim shot right after. Still trying to get those aim shots and rapid fire. It's going to be a big old bike onto either Mummy or either Rimuru, and Rimuru is the one trying to get some big damage. Going to be turtle shell up really early though, as Mummy was taking quite a load of damage from the pets, and they're actually both of the pets are fighting each other over there, as you can see. Mummy getting hit with a Stormbolt, needs to pull the pet back to give him a defense right now. He needs it right here. Is going to disengage from Rimuru for a second. Disarm onto Mummy as he goes for a rapid fire. This way he needs to get freezing traps or anything to separate those two. Gonna be fading death for a second, and does get a root onto Rimuru. Literally any attack is gonna take out Mummy. Does get himself a little bit of a heal. I guess it's going to be a little bit of a Warlock Hellstone. Needs to get some sort of a defense. No, Execute comes out. If only Marksman Hunters had a pet stun. I feel like they would be in such a better spot. Or maybe they had some sort of a stun on their own, even without a pet. Then they would have had a much better style of play. But that's going to be a little bit unlucky. Rimuru taking him out with quite ease. And Zucotti is going to get the Abomination in the army, rolling into Rimuru, surrounding the guy, hitting him with a bunch of necrotics back to back, not giving him a lot of health to really work with. Does get himself an Rage Regeneration heal, and still more necrotics trying to suppress any kind of healing. The Underrod Trinket is going to do quite a lot for him. Going to be a big old disarmer to Zucotti. Still has the Army of the Dead rolling right now and looking for that big transfusion. Going to try to see if he can recover some health. Rimuru needs to realize he does have charges and he can use them onto Zucotti's pets. Charge heal off of the pet is going to be better than nothing. Rimuru though getting necrotic out little by little. Stormbolt and Zucotti. Does he have a way of escaping out of this though? He's trying to recover a little bit of health. He's doing quite a bit. It's going to be a big old grip as he goes for a leap. Does not get to go anywhere, and down he goes. Zucotti taking him out with a big old execute. Well, not a really literal execute. And with a death coil. That's enough of an execute, right? Carrie's up next. He's getting offensive ASAP. Reflect for Zucotti in case it's going to be a DK stun, I guess. And this is where Zucotti needs to get the pets up and running. Needs to maybe get some kiting going for Carrie. Carrie is using that, Blade Storm right now just to keep himself mobile. Stormbolt and Zucotti does have Lichborn for it though. Also, I just realized Lichborn is so much bigger on Worgen than it is on Goblins. Because Nyx is a Goblin. He would use Lichborn like a little skull, little bitty cute skull above his head. But with Zucotti, it's like a big old Lich. Big old Lich face above his head. Gonna be Carrie with the Underrod Trinket to Zucotti. No matter how many necrotics you slot into that guy, it's gonna be hard for you to recover. And Carrie needs to go every single time he has a big old rampage. He needs to go and do the most amount of damage. Stormbolt and Zucotti, maybe this way he can go for big damage, trying to avoid the Abomination. So he's really just playing games around Zucotti. Does force a safety trinket out of him, so it could be really close in the execute range, trying to get away from Zucotti. It's actually going to kite that Abomination for as best as he can, at least keeping himself away from that thing. And Zucotti is getting close to the execute range right now. Transfusion coming out is going to be able to get a couple of those good death strikes in. Quite a huge recovery for the guy too. Abomination does come down, and that's going to be Carrie versus Zucotti. Necrotics are trying to stack up, and Carrie is able to heal through them before Zucotti really gets to snowball those necrotics on Carrie, as execute is almost available onto Zucotti. Trinkets out of it, but still super low in health. Might have to go for a bit of a death pact right now though. Does he have Lichborn? He has Lichborn, I think, right now. Death pact, if he has a death pact comes out. Carry. He gets himself Recklessness, and Zucotti needs to escape out of those necrotics right now. He needs to get some big death strikes in ASAP, but Carry's damage is just so very, very little by little by little. It's so very sustained. It's not a big hit ever. Zucotti just didn't really have an opportunity to get himself a huge death streak of recovery. And Zara is going to be up next. I think playing the Destruction Warlock. He is playing Destro. Going to get a count flag onto Carry with the Crucible to follow. Count flag again. Carry's going to have himself quite an interesting time with Zar. Going to be a trinket a little bit early as he gets some slows into Carry. Going to be a charge though to get close and close the gap with the Warlock. Interrupt him on a Shadow spell. Going to allow Zar getting some damage with fire. Could even go for a Chaos Ball right here. Horror effect onto Carry. Does have a stun to follow up with some huge damage. Fear trying to come out. Carry does get a Zerker Rage out of it. Does go for a Reflect. And Zar actually canceling out the Chaos Ball at the last second. Trying to use the Gateway in order to reposition. And Carry's over there with the Infernal. Doing just fine. Get himself Bloodthirst on cooldown. 5 minutes and dampening is going to start rolling in as Carry surrounded by both the Infernal as well as the Succubus. Getting hit with a flag back to back for Roots. That's going to be Stormbolt on Dazar. Is going to be able to get a freebie Chaos Bolt there with a Fear to follow. Does Carry have Zerker? He does not. Does he? He does not have Zerker for that one. He got broken out by damage. But maybe now Carry can go in for big setup. Zar still is holding on to a Horror effect, so he could get the warrior away from him like that. Reflect onto Zar right now. Not going to go for a Horror effect. Waiting out for a second. Trying to get another Fear. Doesn't have Zerk Rage for it. That's going to be a Chaos Bolt with a Horror effect to run him in the other direction. With a Chaos Bolt to follow. Double Chaos Bolt for free. And Carry's going to get rooted out in the open right now. Leap on top of Zar with a Stormbolt. Does go for a little bit of an Enrage regeneration. Wall coming out for Zar immediately. Shadow Fury is going to try to come out. It's going to be a Blade Storm to follow for Carry. Not to get hit, but actually Zar does cancel out the Shadow Fury. Still has it if he needs to. Reflect available for Carry. Try to see if he can get a Fear off on the warrior. He does Trinket out of it actually. No Zerker's Rage for this guy. So that's his Trinket out over the count. Gonna be Zerker's Rage out of it at the end. That or he got some sort of damage that came up after. Maybe it was the pet that broke that Fear at the last second. Maybe a conflag or something. But it's going to be a Fear. Try to get a Chaos Bolt in. Not going to happen. Going to be a Stormbolt. Maybe a Pet Succubus. Does cancel the Pet Succubus right afterwards. And Zara's going to get a Horror effect onto Carry with an Immolate and a Chaos Bolt. Carry is looking quite healthy with his health though. Board coming out for the Warlock. Try to escape the warrior. And a Fears. Try to spam out those Fears, but Zerika's Rage is up on Carry. That or he's fully DR'd. Try to get a Reflect on the Chaos Bolt onto Zara, but Zara is doing just fine. He's so survivable right now. Fear does finally slam Carry with a Horror effect to follow. Double Fear. Does he have a conflag? I don't think he has a conflag. Or at least he don't want to root him anymore. Try to get a Chaos Bolt. Doesn't want to do it. Stormbolt onto that stun. Maybe a Pet Succubus CC could come out after this. Shadow Fury trying to come out, trying to get the Shadow Fury. Is he going to be able to do Blaze Storm coming out? Force a Blaze Storm. Zara not looking at that health anymore. The Fear coming out right after. Last Ditch Fear trying to get a Chaos Bolt in. Oh, Carry taking him out with a big old execute. Oleg is up next. He's going to get a Dots up and running onto Carry. Horrors him away right after. Trying to Chaos Bolt, but he's actually going to get hit into a bit of a line of sight problem. Trying to make sure he keeps the warrior out in the open. Does hit him with an Infernal right after with a Chaos Bolt to follow. So he's at least got his Chaos Bolts up and running, ramping a little bit, popping off his CDs. And Carry is going to be sticking around next to the Infernal for a second. Maybe looking for a charge onto the Warlock. Or maybe just trying to escape from the guy. It looks like he might just be trying to get away from him the whole time. Sweat out that Infernal. Oleg has a lot of cooldowns available, has a lot of cooldowns ready. Does get Rain of Fire rolling, which is going to beef up his Chaos Bolts if he ever gets line of sight of Carry. But Carry just needs to wait out that Infernal just a little bit longer, just a couple more seconds, and down it goes away. Oleg losing out his Dark Soul, Insanity or Instability, one or the other one, but losing Dark Soul. That's going to be Chaos Bolt trying to come out. Going to be Reflect for Carry in case the Chaos Bolt did go off. Still Stormbolting though, so Carry is not going to have the Reflect available for a while. Oleg is just looking to get himself a little bit of line of sight from Carry for a second. Horror out. It's going to hit him with a Chaos Bolt, slapping him on with a Fear to follow. Actually going to be feared by Carry instead. Has Enrage regeneration if things ever get bad, so he does save his ace in a hole for this situation. Fear to follow. Dog gonna get feared, man. He keeps interrupting him on Fears. Oleg could just go for a Chaos Bolt right after since he's getting interrupted on Fears. And he's going to have to go for Warlock Health on himself. Carry looking to get himself Zerk and Rage Regeneration. Maybe a little bit early. Does he get at least one Bloodthirst? He does. But that was probably the worst. What was that Rage Regeneration? He didn't get any value out of it whatsoever. Trinkets out of the Succubus CC. Fear trying to come out. Not going to happen without Zerker Rage. That's gonna be a Blade Storm, trying to see in case Oleg hits him with a horror effect. Oleg not looking that good right now. Needs to make a play. Get interrupted on Shot of Fury. Maybe Chaos about to follow right here. Needs to get himself a horror effect. Reflective element for Carry, and down he goes. Carry clawing it back for his team through 3 people. Can he get the last one down with limp hands right here? Carry is gonna get some slows into limp hands. Stormbolt to follow. Force it to shrink it out of the Demon Hunter with an eye beam coming out for limp hands. This is an opportunity to go and shred through the warrior as best he can, drop it on darkness, and Carry's gonna walk him out of here, man. He's gonna walk him, take him out for a walk in the park, walk out of the darkness. Come on, come on. Build up his confidence so he can leave the dark. Oh, Carry, what is that, dude? What is that? They're probably friends or something. They're probably just messing around, right? They're probably just friends. They probably know each other. You know, things like that always happen. That totally wasn't BM and super toxic, Carry. Totally wasn't. It's going to be Stormbolt, but Carry does not have a rampage to follow up for that. Still, the Limp and Liam is not doing that good health-wise. He is in a fat execute range right now. And the next disarm, Carry's just doing a little bit of a dance. He doesn't care. Did he put up a bleeder on the guy? What are you running? Are you running Katika? What is that healing? What is that healing? Fear Warrior heals, man. Unbelievable. There's Carry for you boys. There is Carry. Alrighty.